Amazing evening, Nigeria. Welcome to Updated Precious. Another beautiful day to bring on an update of things really happen for inside Nigeria. Always a pleasure to be with you and to bring you updates of matter them for inside the country. By the way, how are you doing today? I hope say when I get a good day today. And for those of you in Nigeria, it's been raining cat and dog almost all day. I think since yesterday, particularly. And I hope say on a day safe. I hope say flood no carry on a go for some places one day because flood don't overtake some people houses for where they did like this. So, but I hope that you're safe. My name is Precious Ingi. It's always a pleasure to bring you updates of things that happen for the country. Sincere apologies for starting way behind schedule, but we'll knock this up very quickly and then we'll just wrap up as soon as possible so that I could feel let on a retire for another day. I had quite a lot to do today, so um that's why I almost ran late. So National Assembly blocks Senator Natasha's resumption. They say you not feel resume now because your case still they court. Wait, that is after the 6 months of suspension don't expire. As the 6 month suspension don't expire, Godswill Akpabio's led National Assembly blocks Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan from resuming. And that don't raise a lot of controversy because as I talk to you like this now, PDP don't tell us, say, get ready to resume at Senate because they don't clash with Akpabio. Say, what? What did you just say? Say, Natasha, get ready to resume. Make we see that in way Bisa Akpabio go do. Can they do anything? Can they bite or that just all backs no bite? That's not the question we BC people they ask as PDP they charge Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. In fact, they don't come talk more can say attempt to stop Natasha's resumption is unlawful and is provocative. That is say in no day according to the law and say it they make person vex. It just go fit make person boil, cause trouble. Well, make we see as this matter go take me because what's in the name of going on is going on here for inside National Assembly. A lot of people go on to say, Oga Godswill Akpabio go just calm down for this matter. Especially as people they talk, say, oh, they expect them to step aside for a matter to for step aside why the matter they caught. He no step aside, and now you also want the young lady not to resume even after serving 6 whole months of the suspension. But make we enter inside another matter very quickly. So for other matter where they grant, some things that they happen for Nigeria will not cease to amaze you because you said go the shop. According to this exclusive, not with me right amo, now Sahara reporters, they say Nigerian police spend 22 million naira only to buy only 85 cartons of cracker biscuits for personnel waiting for operations. 85 cartons of cracker. I will go, we will divide that. Make we know how much one carton of cracker don't become for Nigeria. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's move on to politics proper now. Kaduna violence. El-Rufai ADC leaders don't shun police invitation. They say they need to come. Come. Now, when they complain, say they attack us. Now, come they invite us, say make we come someone ourselves. So they attack when they attack us. Meanwhile, now they watch people who attack us and I don't do anything. They summon us. But we need to go. We don't shun them. Now, waiting ADC leaders and El-Rufai don't do it like this. But how far can this go now? That now question where lots of people they ask. Northern leaders back NSA urge governors to embrace dialogue with bandits. You heard it. You hear them. You hear them. No, not be noise. You hear them. Say northern leaders say may them back national security advisor. Say okay, governors of the north, make gonna embrace dialogue now. Make gonna make sure so on a dialogue with the bandits. You understand? The people that are stopping your people from going to farm, the people that are collecting taxes from you people anyhow, make on a dialogue with them. It's shocking. You hear waiting if say my guest talk here yesterday, Abi. Oh, let's go to other matters. Police recover cache of arms, ammunition in Nasarawa Benue communities. And moving on, Atiku visits Malami, warns of rising political violence in Kebbi. And governors decide who goes to Senate, House of Reps, State of Assemblies. So they say if until it change, things don't go better. Say now only governors they decide who they go for Senate, who they go for House of Reps, who they go for State Assembly. And now waiting make Nigeria day where day to day. Say Nigeria not go change until we stop to let governors decide these things. Who talk this one? Ethan Achono, 9 talk this one. Okay. ADC has over 100 senators, about 400 reps. Dino Melaye and I talk this one. As he be say himself don't blast Tinubu administration. Tinubu administration don't answer and back for the blast away blast them. I'm coming. I'll bring you all the juice. Champion of electorate. Lagos ADC welcomes Rhodes Vival. As Rhodes Vival don't miss Arek Beshola. You don't miss Arek Beshola and the rest of them. Melaye, chief political entertainer, presidency hits Dino Melaye over loan comment. They call him political entertainer. And they come on. Okay, we go know why they call him political entertainer. If you see the Gbaz in fact, I've done a video in that that regard. I think the video will be published later this evening. More can I go watch them? No immediate plan to implement 5% fuel tax. Nigerian government. No immediate plan. But we hear now from 2026. No immediate plan. No immediate plan. Smart time now go implement them. Now, this now, as Delefaro to me, don't come out, come talk. Say everybody will call themselves activists for Nigeria. Anybody will be person for Nigeria. It don't reach time where it be say everybody must resist this 5% fuel tax. It don't do. You can't be choking Nigerians with a lot of things all at once. You want to kill them. That's what they refer to me talk, and I go let you in on that conversation. Hotel owners don't also reject fresh registration scheme. They decry multiple taxes. That is the thing they hit Nigerians from all corners, all corners. Now they say me hotel owners do fresh registration and taxes where basically they pay don't increase. Now the doctor say no, we cannot continue like this again. We'll not go do any fresh registration. We'll not pay any tax. What's it happen? Waiting happen. The matter not too much. Now, crime to do business for Nigeria. Well, make I go to other matters. Now, Soludo security operatives shoot pregnant woman dead. Injure 3 others in Anambra State. One will say, is it not one too many cases? I mean, one too many for the matter that we get to do with Agone Chamber, Soludo the security men. It never too much like this. Now, a pregnant woman, they don't shoot that. What's going to bring back her life? After the NYC student attack matter, well, Rhodes Vival has proven himself champion of the electorate. He's moved to patriotic acts. Then he moved to ADC in a very patriotic act. Now, 2027 APC is a terrorist group. Enough of gentlemen approach to politics. It's time to set up your defense structure. Who talk this on and to whom? Hey, somebody done the charge Peter Obi, Badeba Rhodes Vival, ADC members, all of them. Say enough. Say ADC, APC, in a terrorist organization. You don't reach time want to go match them might for might, power for power. Atiku don't one of Tinubu's anti-democratic forces labels him a dictator. Say Tinubu, that dictator, because things when they do, na anti-democratic. Inekibia if young don't slam DSS over call to ban show or raise Facebook. Urge Meta to resist pressure. In fact, the matter with these few points of mine, I hope I don't convince her instead of confusing her for the matter when they make headlines today. Just a few of them will be like say, I go get an idea to one, I go one know about. Make we begin to break them down one by one because the matter it's so plenty. Make we begin break them down one after the other. In fact, as Nigeria won't resume school like this, people don't they talk say a lot of families will not even get their kids back to school. Why? Because of the cost of things for Nigeria. But before I get to that level, make I first tell you this Natasha matter. So the National Assembly don't talk. Say Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan cannot resume office. That is Senator Godswill Akpabio's led National Assembly. Now I don't talk. I'm saying Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan cannot resume office. Despite completing the whole 6 months, where people say illegal, the whole illegal 6 month suspension, now people talk and not be me, where be said they give the Kogi Central Senatorial District Senator. Say she had written to the National Assembly notifying that her suspension had expired and indicating her desire to return to the Senate. Although the National Assembly is still on recess, the clerk to the National Assembly, in response to her letter, communicated that her suspension, which took effect on March 6, 2025, they supposed to expire 6th of this September, when it already end, is still a pending issue in court. Now, according to the letter, according to the letter seen by a newsman or making the round, until the judicial process is completed and the Senate reviews the court pronouncement, will not go feel let you resume. Says who? Oh my goodness. You know, so they say Lisa, they one person they see a python and they become one make a show na EG, for example, the letter make on the see with an act you see. It is not my writing, no. It is the writing of the clerk of the Senate. See, I'm there. See their signature there. Not be me, my hand not there. Before you start thinking that I'm reading from somewhere, maybe reading from the moon. No. I know they read from the moon. No. See and there. Now, part of the letter signed by the acting clerk to the National Assembly, Yahya Danzaria, it reads, say, the subject matter of your suspension is presently before the Court of Appeal. The matter therefore remains sub judice, and until the judicial process is completed and the Senate formally reviews the suspension in the light of the court's pronouncement, no administrative action can be taken by this office to facilitate your resumption. You will be duly notified of the Senate's decision on the matter as soon as it is resolved. Now, Senator Natasha had earlier attempted to resume on July 12th, thereabout, remember, following the Federal High Court judgment asking the Senate to review her suspension by saying that the suspension was too extreme, but she was denied access into the National Assembly. You know the drama that happened then at that time. Don't let me recall that video again. Now people are saying that it's not vex. So, which right where the Senate gets for them to even tell her say make she no resume, even after serving um the complete 6 months. Now let's look at the matter. If then they cite the court process we're already in progress, why they not decide to maintain status quo and allow her to be attending plenary until the court finish the case? Why implement the suspension until the court finish the case? Why now where it be say on appeal now and I expect her to sit down for house until why now? What are we even doing with all this? Well, back I go talk with PDP talk, Joe. I'm not supposed to put him out for these people their keys now. Now, the People's Democratic Party don't tell the lawmaker representing Kogi Central Senatorial District, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, may she prepare, dust your clothes, that your transparent cloth, the way they say they wear, a bit sorry. That your very decent clothes, they say they wear, dust them where we get ready to resume office as a senator because all everywhere don't declare for you. Now, for inside a statement, where we say the National Publicity Secretary, Dabo Olubuna Bugbo, bring them up, it condemned the attempt by the National Assembly or the clerk of the National Assembly to bar Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan from resuming her role following the 6-month suspension imposed on her by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio's led Senate. In fact, by Senate President Godswill Akpabio himself. That's what they put up. Now, the PDP described the action as a calculated attempt orchestrated by the senator or by Senator Akpabio himself, or Senator Akpabio led All Progressives Congress wings of the Senate, APC Senate leadership, to bridge the right of the representation of the people of Kogi Central Senatorial District and deny them a voice at the nation's highest law-making body. So because of that one, could it work? This instruction or this one I put in no go work. Now the PDP calls on the international community, say, foreign communities, make una come, make una come see wetin our Senate they do. They call on them, they call on democracy institutions across the world, right advocacy groups, and other democracy development partners to rise up in condemnation of this renewed attack on Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan. Now, the PDP demands that the Senate leadership ensures that Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan is allowed to resume her duties and perform her roles as an elected, not selected, not appointed, as an elected senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, unhindered, as a matter of fact, without fear or favor, without stopping her in any way. Say, may them make sure, say, then let her resume. In fact, the PDP can't look the thing, say, this kind of thing where Akpabio they do like this, say, an attempt to stop her, say, it is very unlawful, and say, it is very, very provocative. Say the things, it is sabi make person vex. It is sabi make person vex, because how can you just ask somebody who was duly elected or is duly elected, say, make you no resume office? Say this kind of thing, it boil mind, it make person the vex. In fact, they say this reported action by the clerk of the National Assembly smacks of a calculated attempt of being orchestrated by the Senator Akpabio-led All Progressives Congress APC Senate leadership to abridge the right of representation of the people of Kogi Central Senatorial District and deny them a voice at the highest lawmaking body in the National Assembly. So because of that one, only work could not agree. Quoting them further, they talk, say, the attempt to use the National Assembly establishment against an elected senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not selected, not appointed, in gross violation of the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, 1999 as amended, and the standing rules of the Senate is highly provocative. You know understand what provocative mean? That is say the thing they pinch person to make person vex. It be like say they just they make person the vex. And constitutes a clear and represents danger to democracy and overall stability of our country. Now the grammar where they speak, not be my handwriting, not be my handwriting. Now so they use right hand for inside their letter where they put up that PDP. They send this strong letter back to National Assembly. They say, no, we'll not go take up. Now, quoting them further, they say it also comes as part of the antics being deployed severally by the APC controlled Senate and the federal government to suffocate the opposition, which further confirms the creeping totalitarianism in our country under the APC government. Don't understand that grammar. Somebody call in and explain all this grammar to me, because this is too much for my understanding in the night like this. I know if you understand them. They said this kind of thing. What in it be? Why you not go do like on be Alpha and Omega joined together? What is going on here? Now the PDP urged the Senate to present the Senate, they asked the Senate president to address the allegations against him. Say the accusation when they accuse you, you never open your mouth even talk anything about them. You never even open my talk say with evidence say I don't do anything. No. Address waiting they accuse you of say you do first of all. Nah, that one waiting they wrong with that. Address waiting they accuse you of say you do. Now then write that not be me. I don't they talk about. Now they are writing with this. So they say he should address the accusation before him first of all, before they look for another thing way to do. Address the allegations against him rather than using the National Assembly to harass and sideline Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan, insisting that her 6 months suspension was unjust. Say the 6 months when I give her before said, we don't even support her. She don't come manage, serve and finish. And I won't come talk more again. Waiting happen. Now, quoting them further, they say the reported action by the clerk of the National Assembly against Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan further brings to the fore the allegations of attacks on the right of women and sustained attempts to stifle their voices, as witnessed in the various accusations of harassment against women leveled against the current Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio. Because not be the first, not be the second time we be say they hear this kind of news about her. So they talk. The PDP demands that the Senate President should come clean on the various allegations instead of seeking to use the National Assembly, because he be the head and establishment of government, to further harass, intimidate, and keep Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan away from the Senate. Face the thing what they accuse you of. In fact, quoting them, they say the extreme prosecution of 6 months suspension unjustly imposed on Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan, contrary to the rules of the Senate, is more than enough. And the PDP stands with the people of Kogi Central and all well-meaning Nigerians in condemning this unwarranted renewed attack on Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan. Our party strongly cautions the clerk of the National Assembly to withdraw the said letter and play by the rules by being neutral as a bureaucratic and not allowing him as a bureaucrat rather, and not allow himself to be politically entangled and used as a tool to undermine democracy and the rule of law and in the National Assembly of Nigeria. That's what they put inside the statement. Then the opposition party urged in the international communities, democratic institutions, all of them make on a come. They say while charging Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan to discountenance the reports, the purported letter by the clerk of the assembly and get herself ready to resume. Ready yourself. Wash your clothes, buy your perfume, spray and they come, make your hair, make it fine, get ready to come. The PDP also demands that the Senate leadership ensures that Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan is allowed to resume her duties and perform her roles as an elected senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And then unhindered, they say international community, make on a come in case they try to stop her. You people should come, because this time around we will not agree. But then a lot of people, they talk, so wait, excuse me. What particular National Assembly are we talking about? This same National Assembly, what would they talk, say it's likely what particular PDP are we talking about? The same PDP where Dino Malay talks an extension of the APC. That's what he talked for inside the interview yesterday. The same one. So, do you see the PDP living true to this within the back right now? You see them truly biting. Because a lot of people don't expect, say when the Senate resume, say all PDP members, all PDP senators could stage a walkout or talk, say, or ensure, say, plenary no hold until Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan come back. That's not what some people could expect, because a lot of them still there. No matter how they don't pot reach, plenty of people still there. And some very strong ones about Siraki Dixons of this world, the Baribes of this world, so many of them still there. People they expect, say, they go stage a walkout, or they go vehemently say nothing they happen for inside the Senate today until then call back Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. But do you see the PDP having the mind to do that? Or because of say that they pay them, they will continue business as usual? A lot of questions there unanswered, but we could just quickly move because of say nights don't come. You know, so I no plan to waste time. We could move to other stories then very, very quickly because interesting stories that they will want to talk about. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't ask court for inside the United States of America, long, long, to enforce its previous order not to allow the Federal Bureau of of Investigation and Drug Enforcement Administration (DIA) to withhold some records that the agency is considered personal to the Nigerian president. Now, in a motion personally filed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself, named Filam himself on September 4, 2025, before the United States District Court of the District of Columbia, the Nigerian president, represented by his lead counsel, Wale Afolabi, Naibiam, and other attorneys, argued that pending Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) requests submitted by American activist Aaron Greenspan were aimed at exposing private information rather than shedding light on the conduct of government agencies. I don't, in case you don't understand this, they say this FOI where Greenspan and Hyundai they ask for, we make it the ask for the past things the way the president don't do. What's it make them even forfeit money to the US for drug deal and all that, according to that for future at that time. Say that thing where Aaron Greenspan they ask, say it not be say they use them to use question President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a government on waiting in government don't do no. Say it just they do them to interfere for in privacy. Say it they do them to interfere for inside in privacy. That's what that means. Now, the motion asks the court to enforce exemptions under U.S. Privacy Act and FOI Exemption 7C, which protects individuals' law enforcement records from disclosure if releasing them would constitute an unwarranted invasion of privacy. So they quote a part of their law where it be say give rights to individuals, say make government establishment no publish records will consign them if publishing of those records go infringe on their privacy, go invade on their privacy, make them no publishing. So now there the quote say no. So because of that, FBI or DEA or rather make on a no publishing because it could infringe on the privacy. But people they talk say, excuse me, privacy. The moment you signed up to be the president of a country, are you still a private citizen, or you have become a public, I mean, a property of the country generally. But Mr. Tinubu's lawyer said Mr. Greenspan's FOI filings, which sought the entire FBI file on the Nigerian leader as well as the DEA document. That is, say that file in the act, say every file will be say every document where FBI gets for President Bola Tinubu, and every document where be say the Drug Enforcement Administration gets for President Bola Tinubu, made them release them. Now, President Tinubu lawyers they talk say that that request that they make no they aligned with the core purpose of FOI, which is to eliminate government activities. That is, say, they in line with government, with the Freedom of Information Act, we suppose just put more light or shed more light for government activities. Say instead, say the FOI, what did they request for? The activities, say they are then plan to attempt to use the US transparency law, maybe the FOI law, to influence political dispute for inside Nigeria. So say Alan Greenspan and David Hundein just won't use this information when they won't get about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to use influence politics inside Nigeria. So because of that one, make courts not release them. So until we courts, but we not say this kind of politics every day for now America. I think said only Nigeria they did. That's what people they talk with that. Now in conferring prior, quoting further, they said in conferring prior to filing this motion, plaintiff asserted that the court already resolved the issue of whether exempt records must be produced, despite not having heard from intervener. Mr. Tinubu's attorneys said in their filing that the court appears to have chosen this language because the agencies can still assert exemptions to the production of records. In his response on Monday afternoon, Mr. Greenspan, Alan Greenspan, where they involved, asked the court to ignore Mr. Tinubu's lawyers, ignore Tinubu plea. This beg, where Tinubu, I beg, forget the begging. Saying the Nigerian leader has been using his position as a head to pursue opposition leaders and others critical of his administration. I don't know whether you understand that. Say this one wanted to talk, say, oh, they won't use the Freedom of Information Act to use undermining privacy or invading privacy. Say that privacy. Then because the person want to say would invade in privacy, he himself don't use in position as a president to undo people or undermine people or work against those who say they raise voice against them for government. So why shouldn't we also know more about him? Waiting Alan Greenspan, they argue with that. Now, the president's lawyer further argued that Mr. Greenspan's interest is in obtaining decades old investigative files dating as far back as early 1990s does not advance a legitimate public interest. Say, concern public interest legitimately. Nigerians, does it affect your legitimate interest or not? And the question when people they ask me that. But instead, it serves the activities for profit website, that is in website to be plainsite.org, which publishes records to drive online traffic. The Nigerian public's interest is an individual, the Nigerian's public interest in an individual is not a basis for an FOI request. And so they talk. Say, we Nigerians don't get, so we'll not suppose ask, say, our interest not consign us to also ask about freedom of information about anybody. So the filing, they're also stressing that Mr. Tinubu was not just a public official, but at the time when said the thing happened. So say, then he not supposed they under scrutiny because at the time when do the thing, say him be no be public official. People can't say, wait. But if not for the United States of America, we're on a day right now, person will be say don't do something for past. If one won't vote am into power, and I not go look at in past records and what in don't do, how that past record go fit affect what in go fit do as government. And I need to look at that na question where BC people don't they ask. Now the court never take decision on whether they will agree accepting the plea or not. When they sit down to talk about we go no. This now a few things will happen for Nigeria where make a bring for that. Say as a minister for information without payment. I didn't have to bring out all the matter. I know so I go just the wonder which one be all these ones now, but very quickly because time no day make we enter inside police matter sharply. So according to this document where we say Sahara reporters collect from the public payment portal GovSpend, that is GovSpend money portal where we say they use monitor within government parasitals agencies and spend, right? They don't reveal say the Nigerian police force spent 22.282 million naira on 85 cartons of cream crackers. Make I just look at that, go get that figure right. 22 million 282 naira. For how many packs of cream crackers? Cream crackers. Do you remember what cream crackers is? Cream crackers. Cream crackers. That means 85 packs of cream crackers alone. That means we buy one pack of cream crackers approximately 262,000 naira. Nigeria has become so expensive. So we'll not buy one carton of biscuits for 262,000 naira. Now, in the first instance, the police spent 7.073 million naira to purchase 25 carton of cream crackers biscuits. They use 7.073 million, to buy, that is 7,073,000 naira to buy 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits. Now, according to details on the portal, the payment was made on October 26, 2023 to one Dan Loki System Limited. If you find that the person will incorporate that company, I bet can help me they do the finding for CAC. Dan Loki Systems Limited, whether the person get anything to do with police force. Now, the description read, being payment for the supply of 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits. 7 million plus 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits, dry ration for logistics requirements, consumables for personnel deployed to carry out discrete scrutiny ops and info gathering activities. So so they go hungry for road and crackers, now they chop crackers, cream crackers. Now, with 7,073,000 spent on 25 cartons of biscuits or 25 cartons of cream crackers biscuits, each carton would have been 282,928 naira for one carton of cream crackers. In another instance, on October 4, 2023, a sum of 7,073,000, the same amount of money was also paid to the same Dan Loki Systems Limited for the supply of 30 cartons. You see, I don't even understand. 1 minute they use the same amount, collect 25 cartons. The same minute they use for this different when they use the same amount, collect 30 cartons. If you like say the person can't look and say you don't cheat them for the first one, so you can't add 5 carton jara for them to do them good. Customer, when you're returning payments, they will just give you small jara to make sure that they do you good. And people come, they say, what is going on here? The description read, being payment for the supply of 30 cartons of cream crackers biscuits. In the same way you need. Logistics requirements, consumables, so personnel deployed to carry out discrete security ops and intelligence in Taraba State. On August 30, 2023, another 8.136 million naira was paid to the same Danloki System Limited for the supply of 30 cartons of cream crackers biscuit. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay. Before 7 point something million, buy 25. The same 7 point something million, the same amount, buy 30. Now the same 30 carton now, 8.136 million they buy. It shock you. Make it that they shock you. It says Nigeria. The description read the same thing. This time around for Yobe State, people where they go, do discrete operations for inside Yobe State. In total, Nigerian police spent 22.282 million naira on 85 cartons of cream crackers biscuits, which means each carton across the three payments cost an average of 261,000 naira, if not 262,717 naira. Previously, it was also reported that through GovSpend, that the Nigerian police force paid 13.3 million for the purchase of 24 packs of toilet rolls. It shock you. It shock you. Then pay 13.3 million naira for 24 packs of toilet rolls. Don't ask me the kind of toilet roll. It may have some gold in it, gold drops. Now, according to the descriptions, the payments were made in two tranches between April and July 2023 for Kala rolls, toilet rolls. The April 21, 2023, the police formations and command paid 6.558 million naira to Waves Fulfillment Limited for the supply of 12 packets of toilet roll. You see, I don't tire. I just make a bring on the information onto Minister of Information with that portfolio and salary where I be. Make I just move to another biz because my head could ache me for the think Nigeria matter too much. All right, let's go to another conversation very, very quickly since I don't plan to waste time here. Did I tell you that the former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai today Monday submitted a petition? Yesterday Monday. I told you that yesterday. Yeah, against the State Commissioner of Police Mohammed Rabiu over what he described as unprofessional conduct, abuse of office, and serious violations. The petition was a fresh twist in the face-off between the leadership of the African Democratic Congress and him and the police or the APC for inside the state. Bottom line, they no agree accent or accept to go for the call where we say there's someone where they summon them and they lambast the police. I think I gave you this news already yesterday. But then let's go to other issues since we're talking about political parties now before we now go to security issues. Now, before we go to security issues, still other issues. Now, let's visit Ogadinu Melaye. As the former Kogi West Senatorial District Senator, he don't claim, say, the African Democratic Congress said they get plenty senators. So say, what are you talking about? We have over 100 senators, both sitting and former senators, and about 400 House of Rep members, both sitting and former. I talked this on for inside interview we get with the Rice Television yesterday evening. And even at that one, he don't call lambasts President Bola Tinubu policies, especially in borrowing. Say, what government borrows this kind of amount of borrowing that you're borrowing like this? In fact, the way you stock the borrowing, say, the way the president don't borrow, say, you don't borrow, stay, make you borrow from OP. Yeah. And as he talk about the borrowing, the president accounted and say, but the president talk, say, we don't meet our target ahead of time. Because if we meet our target, how do you still go at borrowing? A fresh borrowing where we say, would they collect from a fresh borrowing of $1.7 billion, rather, what would they collect from World Bank? How do you go borrowing again? Where if we say Oga Abbas will be the speaker of the house, not even the chat say no, we have to watch our borrowing. Even though saying don't come back, consider misinterpreting what we be say talk. But we could go hear some part of the things we didn't like talk. Then if you go later, go watch.
Why is the president borrowing 1.7 billion from World Bank?
He also said that they have stopped borrowing.
Maybe that is not correct. I just gave you that figure now. Why is the president? Why did he borrow 1.7 billion dollars from the World Bank? Why, as the Senate, approved 21 billion dollars so far, and with many others coming for consideration? Many others are still coming for consideration. This government is one of the most reckless governments in the history of this country.
How do you mean?
The president who said he wanted to come and curb wastages bought a yacht. That yacht that the president bought has never been to the territorial area of Nigeria. It's between Monaco and Paris. And what do we need a yacht for? In a time of austerity, in a time of pervasive hunger like this. The president also, within few months in office, bought a presidential jet that cost Nigeria billions.
No, he said it was a gift.
I am telling you that it was purchased. Gift by who? Gifts are to be declared. Gifts are to be declared. A president who gets a gift, why was Tom David West removed from office? It was because he got a gift of a gold wristwatch that was not declared. If you have a gift, declare who gave it to you. And they called it a gift because the money used in the purchase of that aircraft was not appropriated by the National Assembly. That is why it was tagged a gift. Then, again, since Tafawa Balewa, Azikiwe, up S-Class as their official vehicle, the president is using a bomb jammer Mercedes-Benz, the same type that Trump is using in America. And you say you want to curb wastages?
But you know, you're not different. Hold on, Dino.
If you allow me land,
hold on.
I don't want my thoughts distorted on this particular line.
Okay.
And again, the same president, in the 8th Senate, the budget of the National Assembly was 150 billion. From 150 billion, today the president have increased the budget of the National Assembly to over 370 billion in order to make them a parastatal or department of the villa. So a president who said he was coming to curb wastages, who said he was coming to renew hope. I can catalog all this. Bought a yacht, bought a Cadillac, bought an aircraft, increased the money of the National Assembly, and I've borrowed like no other president in history. If you are making more money, then why are you borrowing?
Well, to
the extent that the Speaker of the House of Representatives today,
I read it. He was
is also concerned, despite he's a member of the APC.
I read that he was talking about
and
how
we will not be surprised if the president starts borrowing from OPE and money points. Very
Dino Melaye, what's happened? Well, that's just a few of what the things he said. He said quite a lot more. What I did is that I just I extract those very high points of that conversation, and I did a video about it. It will be posted in next 1 hour and 30 minutes. Make sure go watch it. It's really crazy. He said quite a lot more for inside that interview with a Rice Television. Crazy, right? Now, talking about the country now comfortable, economy being stable, and things normal again. Proprietors for school are the owners of a school they opened this September like this. Owners of schools only want to increase their school fees. They don't talk about increase of school fees. And then people don't they complain, say, why are not going to increase in our school fees? After all, we say our economy don't stable. They also cited the hardship for inside the country. They cite the hardship for inside the country. Say the reason why make them get to increase school fees, that because of how difficult things are. Make you just take a listen to this interview which I think Rice Television being get with Dr. Gladys Ajero, that's her name. She's a proprietor, and then she spoke about it. Why EB say some private schools say they not feel just meet up again because of the way things are for the country, so they don't have a choice but to increase school fees in the same country where we say we're doing okay already.
Well, my response is that private schools actually is a business venture. Everything you're doing to make money definitely is a business. But I found out what he said about, making it a way of extorting parents. You see, in business, you have standard. You may choose to put your child in a school where you can pay as much as 1 million, as much as 200,000. But you can still get a standard of 50,000 naira, which is still standard. And of course, if you cannot afford that much, why going for it? Why going for it? The increase in school fees is caused by the economy of the country. You have so many bills also to pay as a proprietor. You will pay your teachers. You will take care of the environment. You will take care of every other thing, non-academic staff, cleaners, and others. Now, when you talk of the books, we don't manufacture the books. We don't produce it either. So we buy and also give to students. And a lot of time you find out that the books are so expensive that even if you decide to add just 100,000 in it, it's still very high. I don't think the increment is a fault of the proprietors or a way or a decision to extort parents. No. But I think the economy is actually affecting the whole system. Take, for example, as of last year, if you pay a private teacher 60,000, 70,000, he or she is happy and it can buy things. But today, the same person will not accept 100,000 because of the cost of living. So it is boiled down on the economy of the country and the cost of things, actually.
Now, hearing the explanation of this private school owner, do you blame them for trying to increase school fees? Because factually speaking, how can they actually stay afloat if they don't increase school fees? This not be the same economy will also say don't be stable. This not be the same economy will also say things don't they normal. Because just like she said, person way be say in the end, what is wrong with my sound? Can you guys not hear me? Oh dear. You can't hear me? Oh dear. All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is it better now, please? Can you hear me? Let's see. Let me change my mic. Can you hear me, please? Is it better? Can you hear me, please? I need somebody to be sure that I can be properly heard. If you can hear me, please kindly let me know. Let me be sure that I can be heard. So yeah. Speaking about this, so a lot of people they wonder say, not be the same country where would they like this? If a teacher used to earn 100,000 naira 5 years ago, and this same 500,000, sorry, 50,000 naira 5 years ago, 50,000 naira, what you could do for a teacher right now? You don't even imagine how EBC the schools then go fit, then go manage. How do they cope? How do they even manage? Because government schools not be even an option. What is the option? Government schools. What will be the state of the government schools? Where be say the government they're supposed to invest heavily in? Because the government supposed to make the government schools they're so enviable, so good that parents will be discouraged to take their children to private schools. Because after all, most of them in government today attended government schools. So why they need a plan to make the government schools so enviable, so good that parents could just say, okay, make we shun the private schools? Why? Why the state of our government schools they the way it did? Why it be like say they deliberately they nonchalant about the state of our government schools? What will be the real state of government? What are they even doing? What will be the budget of it for inside education first of all? Make we even weigh the budgets who they put in for education and health vis-a-vis waiting the UN recommendation for this budget then be. Make we even wow. Do we say our government they do enough for inside these areas then? If they need to do enough, then what do they need to do? We go better things. And so they talk about this one. Health workers, they talk about their own. Because I tell you now, so yesterday we talked about it, that doctors in Abuja have started strike. Resident doctors when inside Abuja FCT Abuja, that is Wike's Abuja. They don't start strike. If you hear some excuses with them, you could just still wonder that are we in the same Nigeria? Take a listen to what they also said in an interview.
I'm reading FCT resident doctors.
Yeah, FCTA.
Are they different? Okay, just explain. Are they different from the national body, from the federal, still here in Abuja? Don't explain that.
Yes, so thank you for inviting me to be here. So we are of the FCTA. That is where we have the district hospitals. But under the FCT, we have all the hospitals comprising of National Hospital, FMC Jabi, and the Teaching Hospital Gwagwalada. But we are for the FCTA. We have the Sokoro District Hospital, we have the Maitama District Hospital, we have Wuse District Hospital, we have Nyanya General Hospital. We have 14 hospitals with the primary health care under that administration. Yeah, so we are a section of the whole.
And this section is the one on strike presently?
Starting from this morning, yes.
That started already?
That's
for 7 days?
For 7 days.
The other ones are not part of it?
Not for now.
What do you mean not for now? They're going to join?
Not for now, because the national body in which we also belong to has also won the federal government. So there may be a reaction from the national body starting from Thursday as well.
Oh, really? All right. You said the health sector in the FCT has been undermined by deep-rooted structural challenges that require immediate and comprehensive intervention. What are these?
Yes, we've had a lot of issues to deal with that are chronic. The number one issue that had really been a problem for a long time has been the severe shortage of manpower for a very long time.
How long?
Oh, as long as since 2011 when the last employment was done. And so we never had a proper employment since then. We've had some skirmishes of replacement. So like if 4 doctors goes, 1 doctor will be replaced for 4 doctors, and that hasn't helped. So we have a situation whereby you have a doctor seeing as much as 30 patients, 25 patients.
Ordinarily, what should it be?
WHO is like a doctor. Okay, WHO standard should be like a doctor to at about maybe 2,000 thereabout. But we are seeing like about a doctor to like 10,000 nationally.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a lot. But in FCTA, because we're having a population explosion,
Yeah.
and so we have those people coming from neighboring states, and then we have just few doctors who are attending to them, and you can have a doctor covering like different sections of the hospital. For example, like in the rural areas, for example, I mean the outskirts.
So what has
of the
government
hospital.
done, or what has government done so far, or what is government saying about your challenge or your complaints, as it were?
Nothing of the positive yet. They only say they're going to try, and for years they've been saying that we've not had anything done.
You hear them say they go only say then go try, and for years they talk say then go try, but they never try reach till now, and everything they go bad. You need to see. The other day, Doctor slumped and died now after exhaustion, because following prolonged work. I mean, this not be the first time, not be the second time we don't hear say doctor don't they work till he drop dead. We don't they hear these incidents before now, and that's how much doctors work themselves up. Now, this is a country where our government officials, a senator who receives an alleged 21 million naira a month is looking for salary review. I don't know if you understand me. Person will be saying in salary in take home now 21 million, they seek for salary review. Now, the same country, now you see doctors, they complain like this. That is doctors where they save life. Now then they complain like this. This same country, you can imagine, it be like say, we they side by side with poverty and affluence. And so Nigeria just did. That is the state of the country. And in all of this, people don't they talk, say, waiting be the way out for inside that country. Because I mean, if we say economy don't good, we don't do well, we don't meet our target on time, where the excess money dey? That's the question. How come this administration, according to Dino Malaye, don't borrow more than an administration will be they pay subsidy? Oh, you can tell me now that because you're giving the governors more money. Naturally, you should give them more money. You know why? Because inflation don't overtake what you forgive them before. So naturally, you give them more. Because your policies don't cause inflation to even overtake what you they give them now, the value of what they give them now, and value of what they get for Jonathan administration. If you compare them, that one when they get the allocation, what they get for Jonathan administration, if you even get more value, past what they get now. Even though say the money just plenty now. There's no 2 ways about it. Why? Because inflation don't overtake stuffs. I mean, you need to go and listen to that interview extensively. I mean, the high points of some of them will be said, I don't make it. You can go to Arise and also perhaps the high points I don't put out for the platform. Because it's not enough to also always give us excuses that, oh, there is actually global inflation, things on they talk globally, not only Nigeria alone. What's the one they do? I mean, countries are putting measures in place to ensure that the most vulnerable of their people no go they too affected. For us, Nigeria, what would they do? And then how our leaders don't adjust themselves too to be sure say they cope, they show us say that they also manage with us. These are questions we say Nigerians they ask. But then we could just move quickly to other issues because time no need to dwell on this for too long. Now let's go to what Senator the governorship candidate of in Imo State, the Labour Party's governorship candidate for Imo State, Ethan Achonu said concerning how people they bring people to power. And if we know watch say Nigeria no go better, it go good make it be say we even look at, because he spoke about the people where they constitute our Senate and how it be say they use get senators and House of Rep members, and say now because of this way I make things never better for inside the country. Let's take it to
Nobody
so
has faith in anything in this country anymore. That's why I made a call for that conference yesterday. Now, the judiciary is a problem. Legislature, a problem. Government, everybody's complaining. But like I said, we already have structures that are supposed to protect the interest of this country, that are supposed to checkmate governance. You understand? Okay, for example, The National Assembly is supposed to be checkmating ministries. People are shouting, they use this amount to do this, they use that amount to do this. The structures are there. There is the BPP, public procurement, who should be held responsible, who will tell a contractor if he doesn't approve an amount of money for a contract, that contract will not be awarded. They will now award contract. They will be challenging the president, abusing the contractor. Meanwhile, there are civil servants whose responsibility is to make sure that there's appropriate pricing for these projects. So there are people who can hold accountable, who can send to jail over these things. Nobody's talking about it. Everybody's focusing on the president or the governors. So the structures are there, and then we can't challenge them, because the governors, for example, control who goes to the Senate, who goes to the House of Reps, who goes to the House of Assembly, because of this autonomy they control over local government. Once they cease to control that, you see through democracy. See what was happening during Obasanjo. If you're a governor, you want to win an election, you go and appeal to the people properly. This time, nobody campaigns.
You to hear him? You to hear him? Do you think there's a point in what he's just said? Do you think there's a point in what he said? See, now because of, say, the governors now, they control everything, and until we stop that system, it be like, say, go hard us to get them right for Nigeria. But how do we even stop that? How we go fit you stop this? You know, how we will anyhow we will carry power, just hand over to our leaders, them anyhow like that. Have we learned our lessons from the things that happened in the past elections that we had? We don't learn our lessons. Remember what I talk about on Sunday with Prince Francis Chilaka, when we talk about the expose or the exclusive, where they talk about how they don't plan to rig the 2027 election, and we had a bit of argument concerning it, where they talk, say, Edo State, Kogi State, and the rest of them were more like a litmus test to those things and what they don't do. In fact, somebody else also spoke to that conversation again. And this time around, I think she also mentioned about the same thing again. But the question is, what do we do with all of this information? Because she said that the Kogi election, for example, that proved you had about 238 or so thousand people who were eligible voters, and then where the votes that were declared itself was about 400,000. How do you even tally that? But what did we do with that at the end of the day? And what did the court do with it? We could take a listen to her. She talk about.
When you are looking at the preparedness of INEC, have they learned lessons from 2023 general election? When you are looking at the preparedness of INEC, have they learned lessons from 2023 general election? You see that the lessons don't seem to be there, because if you can see something, if you look at Kogi election, for example, that proved that you had about 238 or so thousand people who were eligible voters, and the votes that were declared were more than 400,000. You know, it begins to let you wonder whether INEC is learning or whether they have learned. And so they need to show. I think what we are dealing with here is the machines can do what they can, but the human beings, and we're looking at the issues of patriotism here. What is the patriotic level, you know, of all the individuals that are manning the different environments? I do believe that INEC would have delivered a better result. They qualified to have delivered a better result, and we believed in them, and that's why we trusted and worked with them. You know, when I was in the Nigerian Civil Society Situation Room, I'm still there as a member of the steering committee of the Nigerian Civil Society Situation Room. But we are so disappointed on the way they have held on so far. Whatever you're talking, and up to today, no real explanation was given for how INEC faltered, because you can't tell us, you know, the senatorial, or is it a senatorial or House of Representatives results were published, and you were not able to publish, you know, the presidential result on time and also publish it, you know, accurately. You know, so, you know, it's a mixed bag. Very disappointing. Nigeria is a great country. We believe that changing, you know, leadership through a peaceful means is what we deserve.
Okay, so for inside this interview, she was particularly pressing on the INEC officials themselves. Say it's supposed to be the responsibility of INEC officials, we get good conscience, to give us a credible election. But how do we determine, how do we even have those INEC officials we get that kind of good conscience? say we suppose the real test we suppose get na INEC officials commitment to Nigeria's democracy. People, because at the end of the day, whoever is rigging election, just like the expose that was released on that I read out on Sunday, now human beings they go use. If according to the expose, they're using Mahmoud Yakubu, he not be stick, in be human being. If they're using the person he would hand over to, that person not be stick, in be human being. If they're using the people in the ICT department the of INEC, they're human beings there. They're not be robots there. Now human being one way or the other now they go use. So how do we have human beings with good conscience? We go make sure say they don't talk say I because of patriotism I want to do the right thing no matter how much I am giving. In fact, I may be giving the money for this, but I will not do it. I will falter it. I go against that. How do we have people with that much good conscience? We go talk so for the defense of their motherland, they go do the right thing. Do we still have people like that working in INEC? And that perhaps could just bring us back to how we even recruit officials for inside most of these government parastatals and agencies. Because at the end of the day, you go find us those who actually merit and deserve the job, they always get the job. Now people where they most connected and they get the job. So that's why in Nigeria, not be the smartest person, not be the most qualified, they get the job, not be the smartest person, not be who know the job pass, they get the job. Now who get the most connection, now they get the job. And your guess is as good as mine. Because as long as say in get the best connection, get the job, whatever he does with the job, the powers that be go close eyes. Because I mean, in the most connected. How do we even ensure that we begin to get it right in this country? That's a question where all of us they ask. And a question where we say most of us don't get answers to. I mean, speaking about the 5% VAT, we be say the one put for inside fail now, right now. A lot of people don't they talk, the ginger say, you know, go happen. Federal government don't come and say they don't get immediate plan. That is Oga Wale Idun, will be our minister for coordinating minister for economy and minister of finance. They don't come and talk say no immediate plan. But people don't they talk when say by next year say they will start up. But he's saying that there is no immediate plan. The question is, do we still have trust and confidence in government to obey and to believe the things that they tell us? Because I think they'll go fit tell us one thing. Now later we hear say they don't start implementation gradually. Except people revolt, now that implementation will stop. Now when you don't talk, say no immediate plan. People they talk, say what's make them they talk, say no immediate plan. And because of say people like deliver to me, don't come out, can't talk, say no. We activists, everybody across board must protest and talk, say they no go take this 5%. In fact, he spoke much more about it. Take a listen to him when he was speaking about it.
This petroleum tax, it grates on my nerves. This petroleum tax, it grates on my nerves. The typical Nigerian thing to do is to shrug our shoulders and go on and go make the payment. And I know a lot of you have already accepted it. But the question we must ask ourselves is this: when is enough going to be enough? At what point are we drawing this line in the sand for this evil system that is bent on enslavement? When that law was made, there was fuel subsidy. That money was meant to go to FEMA for the maintenance of federal roads. It's never been maintained. They've just been chopping the money. Now fuel subsidy is gone. You're not spending that money to repair the road, since there is no fuel subsidy again. That law was made when petrol was less than 100 naira. And at this point, I'm going to be calling out Yele Showore, I'm calling out Bello Galadanchi, I'm calling out each and every person who opens their mouth in the public space and say that they are activists. We must resist this fuel taxation. We must resist it.
All right, so you think, now waiting make government don't come out, can't talk, say, no immediate plan right now to implement the 5% stuff. So a lot of people they say, I beg no vex, excuse me, people in government, you want to keep on a conscience because you don't just keep throwing everything at people at the same time. Everything, waiting happen. You know, we just they throw things on us, at the same time now, at the same time. When they talk about the subsidy removal, on a bring common VAT for inside electricity, saying about A, B, C, and D. When they talk about the VAT next thing, on the banding next thing, on a begin put more people inside the band, and then the tariff for the band see they increase small, they add up. The way it did before one implement not be say it now. On a just they put them small. When they talk about that one, on they add small policies here and there where BC still they inflate, see the policies on importation, the amount where BC people they pay now to import stuffs. When they talk about that one, before we go talk finish now, and I want to talk this 5% again, we never even talk about the consequences or the things we go face when we begin implement the new bill wey be say Oga President don't put for power. Waiting happen. Waiting happen. I when they cry, then they see road for Nigeria. Waiting happen. Are we going to just kill ourselves or you people in this country? That's what people are saying. No, maybe they talk about so people don't react to these issues. They say, what do we do? I mean, let's look at what the Nigerian Hotel Association did. They talk. They say they don't oppose the alleged attempt by the National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism to introduce a new registration process for hotels, insisting that the agency has no constitutional mandate to register hotels in the country. In fact, they talk say they pay too much taxes already. Their body they pay them. So why I won't force them again, make them begin do more. To say the taxation too much. Then talk say taxation forced by hotel operators is just too much. Say up till today, our members are suffering from multiple taxation. The government should address it. Our members are bitterly complaining about it. This now one business. I mean, from countries where be say no waiting they do the hospitality industry now top. Why? Because tourism I think. And people will be say they come for tourism, they go stay for hotel, they no go sleep for road. But what are we even doing? What are we even doing in this country? Again, we they ask again how government they take make life easy for people them to join, but to do business for the country. How easy is it to do business in Nigeria? How convenient is it to do business in Nigeria? Now, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar don't pledge to remain steadfast in defending Nigeria against what he described as anti-democratic forces under All Progressives Congress, APC. In fact, bottom line in the talk say Tinubu administration they anti-democratic and say he be dictator. He don't label President Bola a dictator. Now, a lot of people don't they talk, say, this one where they talk, this one they talk. Don't begin sound like Shawarel, become begin say sound like say person like criminal. But people they talk, say, wait, if you go by the things where they do, this administration they do for people dissenting voices, like the intimidation which already face right now, do you think he's likely correct by calling the administration say they tilt towards dictatorship? That now the question where we say a lot of people they ask. Because if you look at the things and where we say they happen for inside the country, where they never even fit get power to help us inside. I mean, see the deaths, see the series of deaths. As they talk to you now, I don't tire. I don't tire. With all these deaths where they happen, safe. I don't tell you, say northern leaders they talk, say the best way to solve the bandit problem and insecurity problem. Now make it be say waiting, make the governors negotiate with these bandits them. Make them negotiate with the terrorists them. It shock you. I be make it not shock you. Make I go open phone lines because it is some things where person no go fit just they talk too much. There is a lot to talk about in this country, but my mouth don't they pay me, and I say I no go waste time too much this evening. So make I go open phone lines. Make I begin here from one. Oh, your time don't reach me go, and I go put mouth for inside the matter. Kindly call the WhatsApp number, and the WhatsApp number there by the pinned comment where they pinned for the comment section, or you follow the link where by the comment section. Come straight into the studio. The WhatsApp number is 0817 029 4077. 0817 029 4077. Make us see who they are backyard. We could begin to talk to people one by one. Hello, good evening and welcome. Good evening. Good evening. Mr. George, Engineer George, you're welcome.
Good evening, Auntie
Good
Precious.
evening, sir.
How are you doing today?
I still stay inside the doing. I'm not done doing, sir. Still
Well,
You're welcome.
we bless God today is quite fine.
How about
And
you? Trust your day is coming along fine.
we thank God is quite okay here. And I want to commend you for the job well done.
Thank you, sir.
Lord God Almighty will uphold you and strengthen you because you are doing a great job for Nigerians.
Thank you, sir. Please remind me where you're calling from, sir.
Okay. Still calling from Texas as usual.
All right. How you they manage now?
Well,
I also you never the bath ice block.
no. It's still hot here.
I know.
It's still hot here.
I
think from next month we'll begin to experience something like that.
All right. Welcome, sir. All right, go ahead. Let's hear your
the only thing I have to say is that Nigerians should stand on their ground. They should stand on their ground because the taxation is too much. You tax people that works. When you don't have job, how can you survive it? Multiple taxation will cause a lot of inflation. We have been suffering from inflation, then multiple taxation again, we increase it and we make life unbearable to the Nigerians. So there is an adage that says that the man that cries sees. So
Yes,
they
so
should
I will they cry
realize
the zero though.
that the Nigerians are suffering. This is not what they promised us. They promised us better life, a change. But the change now has become shame to shame. They are shaming the Nigerians,
Not chain now. Hell.
which ought not to be. So they should consider the citizens, because they are pushing everybody out. They are chasing everybody out. When you are chasing them out, and the place they are running to, they are chasing them back. So it's like from fire to, from fire pan to fire. So they should help us. They should help us. Nigeria is a great nation. They should help us. So I don't have much to say. They should help Nigerians. They should have pity. They should have pity on the Nigerians. Because without doing that, the seed they are sowing today, when it got to germinate, they will not be able to stay in their mansions. They cannot stay. So the best thing to do is they should try. They should try to do something. Because if things are hard, it will come to an extent. People will begin to burst into houses. Not the poor ones, but the rich ones.
They're not a teapot of soup already. I don't know whether I don't hear them.
So they should do something. They should help us. We are pleading. We are pleading. We are pleading.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bless
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by. So I appreciate you. All right. Guys, phone lines are still open. Let's I plan to do just 1 hour today. It's already 1 hour, but let's see if we can speak to a few more persons. We go like put them on for the talk we'll get this evening. Then before we call them a day. 0817-029-4077. That's the WhatsApp line. Okay, let's see who's here. T.Y. Danjuma.
My sister, how you doing? Good evening.
I did fine. Why I go answer you? I still did inside the day. Welcome.
No, you're smiling and you're looking fine. So
Welcome.
I'm glad.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yeah. The first caller just say waiting the government they do, the federal government they do not be the way they promise Nigerians. I don't think it's right too. Because I know
you know
not the right.
otherwise.
Baba T was very clear. He said, I will increase the tax net. You tell everybody that one. I say we go reduce our
purchasing power.
purchasing power. So those people for him, he was clear. So nobody should blame him because now waiting he talk. Now they do. So from January 1st, everybody they go ready. You go pay new data fees. You go import duty, you go pay. You know that one every almost people are saying every year now they increase that one for port. So you go school fees go increase. You should be the year and school fees go increase now. The fuel tax
You
they
don't
don't
even increase September already now. You don't increase in September for some schools already this September.
The fuel tax, 5%. Whether I like them or not, it has to be paid. Then when you want go open new account, you don't hear what's in all the wahala where they put there. Where you go to if you want to open a new bank account now, wahala they there now what they doing? You go get TIN so that they go feed they capture you and tax you.
They say everybody now they get in. Even the old account you get to go get. After a while, you don't go fit operate your account again without TIN.
You want to register company, the same thing. So everything go increase by next year, so that the money go come plenty. So we have enough money, and we will not be borrowing. We not go borrow again locally. because we know we'll get plenty naira now. So the only one we will need to
No,
borrow
they
now,
say
na dollar.
they borrow. No, they say they borrow locally before.
We
How
don't
many
need the
times?
naira now. After all these tax now, plenty naira don't come now. So what we need now is the dollar. So we will borrow dollar. You know,
So that go
so
balance
there's
them
no
up
problem.
with the naira.
So it go balance. So we go borrow dollar. You know, it is a shame because you know in 2 years, they have just spent 2 years. If you calculate Yaradua, Jonathan, and Bubu, 16 years,
Bubu no collect.
nine.
No, Bubu
Eh?
no collect money. And money you won't use judge am. Bubu no collect money.
No, hold on now.
Bubu
No,
actually
16
clear
years.
our debt.
All their tenure na 16 years. I mean, 16 years.
Oh yes,
So
yes.
in 2 years, this government don't borrow money way past the combined borrowings of these six people for 16 years. These three predecessors.
You
So
actually have
in
what? You
in
have
2 years they have borrowed.
an Passenger, a Yaradua, a Jonathan, and a Buhari before.
No, I just want to you want spoil something. I just leave I just leave Obasanjo. I'm talking of Yaradua,
Okay.
Jonathan, and Bubu. Three of them. All the thing with the borrow. If and you put them side by side with the one way this person borrow for just 2 years, it don't pass waiting all these three other people borrow. So for 2 years. So imagine what will happen when if they now stay 4 years. Make you imagine what will happen. The debt where they go live. What our debt profile will be, what they go live for
When
generations.
they stay 4 years, I mean when they stay 8 years, where they won't stay.
Make them finish 4 years first now. Make we finish the remaining 2 years first. Make we see what will happen.
People
If
when
they
they
go
want more
finish.
for 8 years.
If they go finish. So it's sad, because what we are seeing is ominous. What we're sitting down and looking at, not be smart, and then not be say, she be when say Nigeria is not corruption free. See the things where they reel out now. See the things where they reel out for police, where police they do. Even though you go say now 2023, but now within this administration.
Yes, now. See the biscuit now. You know, say they are special cream crackers. So
Oh
buying a carton
yes,
of cream
and
crackers for almost 300,000 naira. It's just
I go
minimal.
I go check for one after when as I they listen to you, I just stop somewhere, go one departmental store, go check whether there's a golden toilet paper. In a gold now, I be like saying that one
I
nine
go the
police people
plan.
import. And now that one a gold this thing, where you go fit take clean up. A golden. So maybe now ain't cost like that. Because when I priced them, it was very expensive. Uh-huh. Big people now they don't need the common one. Where would they use? That one no get head. So Anambra State, there's something when I read where a
Yes, the
company in
woman.
2023.
Okay, I think saying that woman will be say Toludo security then kill.
No, that
That
one already that one that one another story altogether. But it's part of the infraction. What would they say? This one a company will register. Just the law for contract, procurement say a company would have been in business for not less than 2 years
yes,
before you
before
go
you
get
register.
state or federal government contract. In 2023, there's a company in Anambra, an investigative journalist. Now I bring this one out. I'm not going to mention his name, but he's a very popular investigative journalist. He's there on social media. The company was registered like 3 months after it was registered, they get contract.
Why you no go get contracts? You never see the ones where they register for this federal government and we in less than 1 year they don't get contracts. You never see
They get
those.
they get contract. So and then with corruption don't end for that. When you they say all these things, people they laugh. When you they go say you won't bring you dey look for FDI, you won't go invite people, may they come invest. They hear all this and they see all this and they go they laugh you. Because they see who are you deceiving? You don't even need to beg people to invest. If your climate, your business environment, they good, is clement to investment, people go come. You don't need to beg them now. You can't beg. I won't take my money and see some place way bad because you beg me. I go put. Now, I not be businessman. Now. You can't. No, there's no entrepreneur. We go. That's why companies are going and living. So the signs where would they see is unfortunate. This will not be say, my brother or my man or somebody from my ethnic group or something like that. The signs that we are seeing now, they are not good. They are not good. You cannot be telling people that there is no corruption. And when they look at you, they see corruption all the way. You
No,
cannot be
but the
telling
federal
people.
government has changed matter. You know here waiting by Onanoga tell Shawori. He tell Shawori and I talk to Shawori and I tell Shawori say waiting they mean no be say corruption no day. Say in just the talk, say the corruption way day for FX transactions don't come out.
So the man don't know what they talk. Why is it that every time when your president speak, and somebody will come out to say, no, the man no speak well, or you don't understand what you go reinterpret what the president speak. Why? Why? The man don't know what they talk. If you don't know what he talk, make you go sit down.
He don't the answer like Shawari Nana because that's so Shawari talk. The Shawari say they hear waiting them here. Say them they understand waiting they understand. So no make us feel like
yes now. Yes now. Not be English. This not be court now. We know this now. Come on, not be court where 25%. Not be. This is not court now. Court they can do anything with their life, but this one not clear English now. Is that anybody go understand? I mean, if we need to be speaking in vernacular, we could begin speak now because how a man go talk finish. My home president go talk finish. Say as this thing be. Then somebody where they give Gary make a drink, go come say no, not be waiting the president talk. Now in one I go believe and the one my president talk, I go believe. The science we are saying is not good, though. It's not good. With impunity, with thuggery all over the place, with killings everywhere across board, not the only federal government, state, local government.
Talking about thuggery, I don't know if you saw that very disturbing message where it be say some people, I don't know what party they belong to, but I want to believe they're also Yoruba people and typed against road survivor that's also been trending across social media today. And it's very worrisome.
Chinedu.
You can't imagine how we
you're talking about Chinedu?
Like this. You see this one? You see this message? You see him? Like I don't fear self read themselves because there's something make person where he talks say somebody said what Mark put on that say he hasn't seen anything yet. We will fully mobilize the Yorubas against him. Eventually he will return to Anambra State. If I wouldn't talk, say they don't disown him. See him now. That's message where they talk say they don't disown him. Say all of them for
Precious.
The one that say now so politics, sir, no vex. Now so politics don't reach for Nigeria. Sir?
Precious. That guy is alive by the grace of God.
That is a road survival.
RV. Yes, is alive by the grace of God.
Are you seeing the level of hatred where he says when he said
I no go talk more than that.
Of what position would face in 2027? So not just the tip of the iceberg.
Because
we're battling demons if you think we would go ahead like this and try. And then the person get mind, they respond, say they never see anything, say you see more. I bet not make a no cut you short. Some things
if you know what will happen to them in 2023. Now God nice and for don't delete them since. I no go talk more than that. They forgot don't now Oba now tell and say, my baby, not take this way, take the other way. He went to see an Oba, a notable Oba. When he's finished, tell and say, no go this way, don't go this way, go that way.
No vexo. This young man, it's originally a son of Lagos State, not from Ogun State, not from not from any other place, not from Osun,
That is you they look for
the people who
are looking for trouble.
The people who are doing this may not be originally from Lagos State.
You are look.
The interview he heard, I'm sorry to cut you. The interview he had with Seun Okimaloye on Sunday when he tried to ask him questions about his decision about ethnicity and all of that. When he talks, say he stand on his word. When he talks, say if him and a worry person and him from Lagos State say him go fit go Ogun State go contest for local government chairman, they go vote for him. In go figure Osun State go contest, just local government chairman, let alone governor, they go vote for him. If that is true, then where is the unity we see among the Yorubas? I'm sorry, but this is a challenge to the Yorubas. Because not only when it comes to Lagos State, we go say Lagos is our own, all of us is the Yoruba land, is all of us are together. Also extend that to Lagosians in other tribes. The reason I'm saying this, I know of a friend who is from a Yoruba extraction. You know, say a lot of people from Kwara State, they Lagos State, where they do business. In fact, where they government for Lagos State. I mean, Lai Muhammad was one of them. The current spokesperson to Sonwo is from Kwara State, so I'm sure you know that. Now, a lot of people, this young person is from Lagos Island. Now Lagos in from. He went to what do they call it? To Kwara State, and he headed a company. Make I not call the name of the company, dear and all that. Now he run after how many? After 1.5 years, 2 years come out. Why? Because they were attacking him that he's not a son of Kwara State. The same Yoruba man. The same
Precious.
Yoruba man.
Precious.
Sir, oh, sorry.
The head of service of Abia State Civil Service, na Edo man. In Abia, in a constituency, I think it's Abia South, there is a Yoruba person who is in the House of Assembly. You see, the wife of the president is Shakiri.
Yes, I don't know.
Okay. Akero Dolu's wife is from the east.
Mm.
You can name many. The governor for your state, the wife, is from the east.
No, she's not. She's Bayelsa.
Bayelsa, okay, Bayelsa, okay. So you can name many. Fashola's mother.
Is it enough to tell somebody that the person's blood is adulterated?
Fashola's mother is Edo.
Because his mother is from another place, so his blood is adulterated. Yes. How do you even know the blood that is pure?
So how can you now, somebody with the left and right, totally a Yoruba person correct? Some of the people where they talk this nonsense, they're not be Lagosians. So they can't trace their root in Lagos. Some of the people where they attack this guy, where they call him Chinedu. The governor for your state, I think Naimama, na Igbo.
Yes.
He can speak Igbo very well.
Interesting. Oh my goodness. Yes.
So yes. So how can we, what kind of country is this? Why all this nonsense? How can you say a person because the mama and nobody is talking to them, nobody is shunning them?
Okay, so that's actually where I have a grouse. If Ibi say things like this happen, then you see people for government come out, come rebuke them, talk, say no, we no follow for this kind of things. Just like when Bayo Nanoga talked the one when you talked that time. To say government can't reject and say no, this one not represent us in any way. If they good. But people they talk, say time and time again, people where they government don't push this ethnicity, just like what's in Abike that we do with people they talk about. And then nobody within the government don't condemn them. So it can't be like saying that the subtle body language of government it is. In fact, now waiting make people they accuse, people they talk, don't be me. They talk, say, no government don't divide Nigerians along tribal line like this, ethnic lines like this particular government, because of which
this kind of thing where you show here. This kind of thing where you show here, they should be writing Twitter, X or this thing to ban the person who write this thing, to close this account. They should. You know, so that's why I say when you look at all these things, where they
forget the one where you be say they
be like say we're on that military rule.
Must go agenda. That time when they say Igbo must go, where trend for social media too, where they can't find that person where starts the what's in they do the person till today. How far has it gone?
Okay. So these things, would they look and would they laugh? You know, what they're causing.
Hate. We just build unnecessary hate because
sentiments, evil sentiments, we go destroy. We go destroy.
So we can't begin fight ourselves. They say no, now you be my enemy. Instead of us to fight our common enemy, we be the hunger.
Yes.
Where they fleet enough.
Yes, we they fight things where we shouldn't fight. Because hunger don't know anybody. Hunger na a leveler for everybody. So would they pander to all these ethnic things and religious sentiments? Make I ask you, Precious, tomorrow. Is Nigeria going to be to tolerate a Christian president, a Christian vice president?
Try it and see what would become of the country. Try it and see.
Oh, so you can see that this country is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. We have to be fair. We just need to tear down this whole thing and rebuild again. That's the only way. Because these things they are standing. We are seeing them every day, and they are poisoning our youths. You know, some of the people where they do these things are people where they are generate. They enjoy a much better Nigeria, but they are poisoning the youths
They
where they
actually
come from.
enjoy the more united Nigeria than they are pushing now. That dishing out.
Yes, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. So the issues when we they talk politician. This person where they post this one now, not be senator they post them, not be governor they post them, not by your not be Ren or Mockery or Bola they post this one where they post. Now the same person where they buy from the same market where they buy, come on where they feel the same pinch, is saying this thing against an innocent person. What did he do? Because they try to contest, that's his right to contest to run for the office of governor. That is constitutionally, has a right to do. But because his mother is Igbo, he's disqualified. In which country? These are serious issues. And then nobody is disciplining anybody. Nobody is talking.
I mean,
you don't know how poisonous and dangerous these things are.
The police said it was a joke.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
People actually suffered from that joke during the election.
Yes, suffered. We just joked over it and just left it. But these are very, very serious things. You can't do it here. If not here and I hate speech, you'll be in trouble. You won't dare do it. If you do it, you go to jail. And then you say you model your system after every small thing. You go say America, you go say England. Do the things where they do. No. Pressure make I leave you, Joe. Time don't go.
Thank you so much.
I don't know what we will do again. No, I don't know how we will do this thing again.
Shey Makinde wife from River State, I've been a Calabari woman, no vex.
Okay. Fine. With the patch, they leak. They patch, they leak. What you go do again?
That's why we're quitting.
Amen.
Let's know that all these things will no good.
Amen. But we won't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Keep talking. Keep sensitizing us. The message is going. Some people are hearing. Some people go think twice. But I don't know how God go help us now, because you deliberately, it'd be like somebody, you go person, you allow the aviation authority, for instance, go allow somebody where say get license to fly a plane. You put an make a fly. Anything where you see there, you take. And so Nasago, and good night.
Thank you so much. Protect your mental health, I beg. Well done. Wahala need to finish. Thank you so much. Let's see if there are people I can speak to very quickly. All right. Who did my backyard here? Oga Henry. Henry, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Welcome, Mr. Henry. Please remind us where you're calling us from.
Yeah, I'm calling from US.
You're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Well, there's not much to say now, because whatever thing I want to say, it's always boiled down to other people who have said something. More especially the way things are, this tax that they want to add, this 5% tax. Based on our population, it's a lot of money for them. And the problem is that when they add the tax,
on our consumption safe.
Yeah. So the problem is that the tax money, they don't even use it to do something. That's it. Like if you tax people, if you tax people and people see what you use it for, you'll be very, very happy, because over here they tax us for everything, but when you come out the road is very clean. Anywhere there's pothole, they will quickly repair it.
You see the dividends of the tax. Yes.
So nobody go fit talk, because they see the money. If something happen, if you call 911, they will come. Then if you are not sick, whether you have paper, you don't have paper, once you call 911, they'll take you there. When they after treatment, before they go even begin talk about price. So
Not be here when they go
I
say
know
put money down. Begin talk
that
about
that's what I'm telling you, because one, the thing is that I think the level Nigeria have reached, because I think we are one of the most traveled people in the world. But after all those traveling, more of I'm talking about our politician. I'm not even talking about regular people,
okay.
because they travel, they see how people
And
do
they should
their
learn from
things.
those things. They should learn and bring it to us. Not be what they're supposed to do with
Yeah,
that. To learn those
yeah,
things and
like
bring to
this
us.
this Chinese that is manufacturing everything in the world. So Chinese, they travel, when they go, they will copy from people. Then they go to their place and replicate what they have learned. So that's why they are going. I mean, it's not that we don't have the brain now. I mean, our people are intelligent. We have everything, but just that our people, anywhere they reach, once they will tell you, well, they don't bother about that country. Let me stay here. And, for the fact I'm good. Then another thing again, our people we are too coward too. We always talk, but with no action. Because
Action.
anytime the population stand, nobody go feel stop. Even Lagos population alone, half of Lagos stay. No, we are tired of all this shit. No, nobody can stand them. Even this country with their military might, for the fact that people stand, it go hard. It's very hard to defeat people when people come in unity. Say, okay, look at what we want to achieve. But
Thank
since
you.
we don't
Thank you
have
so
that
much.
spirit, yeah.
Thank you. I
So
appreciate
now,
you. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
uh,
All right, Nigerians, please just make sure to follow us like on a village people. In case you've not liked this post, please kindly click on like and share it. Let's keep educating ourselves and make day understand the things really happen. And also click on the subscription button in case you never subscribed before. Subscribe now. Follow us like a village people, because now we could move the ministry forward. So follow us like a village people. Subscribe and we will continue to the talk for the growth and development of our nation. Because if Nigeria better, now all of us now better for me that. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello. Sir, good evening.
Hello.
Sir,
Good evening, ma'am.
you're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the great job you're doing.
Thank you, sir. Welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I just want to make a little contribution. I think we're blaming these political ruiners for the problem we causing to ourselves. I've come to that conclusion. You just watch, if it happens somewhere else, we applaud it. If it happened in Kenya, we're very happy. It just happened in Nepal, we're happy. But those that have the courage to organize one at home, with the same people, with the same oppressed people, with the same victim of a little kaba, a tiny kaba, we come together to condemn and demonize those that are making a little effort. I don't know where we want to be, how we want to achieve the liberation or the freedom we want. We have everything it takes to free ourselves from the bondage we find ourselves in Nigeria. But the problem is more of the people than the politicians, than the oppressors.
So if you say the people,
oppressed,
if you say the people, are you saying that the people are already they look defeated?
Okay, let me tell you, if I don't know how much time you're going to give to me, this is very important.
Okay.
I'm not saying the ruiners, the political ruiners, we already know who they are.
Is this Comrade Omoriye? Is this Comrade Omoriye?
This is Omoriye.
Okay, you're welcome. Go ahead.
I'm going to a point. I know the reason why I'm saying this. I don't want to push away forward so that.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Now your voice now here. You just had the deal with voice. As I hear your voice, I know say.
Yeah. My voice is picking under the weather. Just trying to see if I can manage my voice.
Sorry. So go ahead, please.
The problem is more of the people. General Achebe once said the problem of Nigeria is simply and squarely leadership problem. That was the beginning. But over time, it has escalated beyond that level. It has become more of the people than the leaders themselves. I don't want to call them leaders, than the rulers themselves. I will explain to you. Well, the little effort they made in Kenya, Nigerians were celebrating all over. look at what just happened in Nepal. You could see the resistance. You could see the
People not agree.
the courage. You could see the effort. I mean, they lost something. You know, about 19 people were reported to have lost their lives, right? But they knew what they wanted. They persisted. Today, where is the prime minister? He's gone and never to return. You see the way you could see the way they were moving from. They knew what they wanted. But in Nigeria, we're just dissipating our energies in different directions. We don't really know what we want. I think we have to start from what do we really want, and there is sacrifice to be made. Sacrifice. We have to sacrifice a lot of things. We have to deal with our selfishness first of all, because those we are blaming, they didn't emanate from heaven. They didn't emanate from the sky. They didn't come from Pluto. They emanated from the kind of people that we are. So those that are complaining today, if they find that, I saw your guest yesterday, I listened to your guest. He was talking about those that protested against Jonathan. Today they have the opportunity to turn this around. They are worse than the Abachas of this world. So where is that coming from? Because of the kind of people we are. We are very hypocritical. We are very selfish. We make a lot of noise. We are noise makers all over the place. When it comes to taking the action, the greatest problem we have is our division. It's we the people ourselves, not even the leaders. What percentage of these people that are holding us captive? They are not up to 1% of the entire population. So if we say we are about 200 million, by estimate. So you consider the number of people that are holding us captive. You will discover that they don't really have the strength. They don't really have the wherewithal to hold us in perpetual bondage. But the people are so divided among themselves. I'm coming to a point. Now, Showore is making insulting Tinubu. He's saying the truth. People see it as insult. And some Nigerians are applauding him. The same Nigerians yesterday that were saying he's been backroad, he's been sponsored by Tinubu. He was sponsored by Abacha. He was sponsored by IBB. He was sponsored by Abdul Salami. No company that has come to Nigeria has ever backroad Showore. From Nigerians, so according to Nigerians. Buhari's backroading, he prepared for Buhari according to them. He incarcerated him for 4 years, to enjoy his dividends of democracy for bringing Buhari to power according to Nigerians. Now, yesterday here, before he made this tweet, he was an agent, he was a political agent to Tinubu. Now, Nigerians are thinking a different tune. Tomorrow, if he's arrested, God forbid he's killed, the way they are going now, a lot of meetings are going on. They want to take on him.
That's
a lot of
Showore.
meetings are going on.
Showore.
Yes, they're holding the meetings everywhere. So governors are involved. They want to take on Showore. So, the people, Nigerians saw what they did to Showore in the court of law. Openly. The same Nigerians that are supposed to queue behind this guy, Showore does not demand contamination. If we cannot commend him for what he's doing, if we cannot encourage him to do more, I don't think he deserves contamination for the same Nigerians he's trying to protect. Showore has option. He has option. If he wants to run away from Nigeria the way he ran away before 1999, he can run away. He has a second address. The same Nigerians that will condemn CDM too. CDM is making a little effort. It doesn't matter the approach. The approach might not be that refined the way you want him to, He's doing the little he can. Nigerians will gather to call them purchasers. They just want views. Look at what he did in Edo. The police could not go to him. Somebody was on the ground, dead. Sorry, precious, I'm just digressing here and there. Because I'm angry. I'm not angry with our oppressors. I'm angry with my fellow Nigerians. We are the problem of ourselves. As soon as VDS saw a convoy of military and police, he thought, rescue has come. Little did they know that he was even the one clearing the way for police and military. As soon as he saw those military convoy, he had the courage to go pick the guy that was shot. As soon as he cleared the way, the military were actually protected. They were more interested in the Oga who they were, escorting than the people that were being kidnapped. They zoom off, they left. The next thing the Nigerian people were saying, he wants a popularity. He risked his life. Actually, he risked his life, for a fellow Nigerian. I'm aware that guy survived. Everybody thought that guy was dead. The way we treat ourselves, we are more concerned
And if he hadn't carried that guy that day, maybe the guy
he was almost gone. It was almost gone.
The loss of lives for Nigeria, I feel like saying don't mean anything. What's be the value of life for this country, sir? What's really the actual value of human life?
Precious, the point I'm trying to make is what we are doing to ourselves. What we are doing to ourselves is worse than what the politicians are doing to us. Until we wake up as a people to, first of all, jettison our tribalism, our religious bigotry, our selfish interest, we go nowhere as a people. We're just making noise all over. I'm tired of going to platform, making noise every Sunday like a Sunday tonic. I've stopped going to platform to make noise and just go. Those that cannot even.
But that is actually what they want. You don't know. They actually want you to be tired and not talk. That's actually what they want. You're falling for it.
The other point I'm making is they just want us to be fighting among ourselves.
Yeah, that's the point now. That's what they want. So you're giving it to them. That's the point. Should you give it to them? In fact, when I left mainstream media, I also thought that I was tired. I felt like I don't tire to the talk every day, especially where you don't have, the end where you cannot actually speak as much as you want to talk. But I didn't do up to 2-3 days in mainstream media. I just had to open this platform so that I can still be talking, because I just realized that keeping quiet is not an option. Somehow we'll keep talking. Somehow. You don't know the mind where you go transform for one talk where you go talk. You don't know.
Yeah, talking is good. But then can we begin to escalate the conversation beyond just mere talking and getting organized to really know what do we want?
What is stopping us from doing that? What is stopping us from doing that?
If you have a journey tomorrow, if you're preparing for Abuja tomorrow, you get your stuff together. You decide whether you want to take airpiece, you want to take any alternative airline. I'm not here to market anybody. You want to decide whether you want to take the risk by road or so. These are planning. He who's supposed to plan, they say, has already planned to fail. We are just everywhere fighting ourselves, and which is the biggest industry to the oppressors. The biggest industry to the oppressors is the disunity among the people. Why can't you just get this? This was the same method colonial masters used in the divide and conquer. We're not learning anything. We're just talking every day. What do we really want? How do we achieve what we want? Now, if your wife is arrested tomorrow, God forbid they kill him, the same Nigerian will say, you owe too much. He's too arrogant. He doesn't respect anybody. Why will he be talking to a president like that? The same guy, I told him today, yesterday they castigated him for being bankrolled. Somebody who came to a show to say, how is his finance? The reason he was giving us, he didn't say he saw it somewhere as a secret. He found it on the Sahara Reporters website. If it was a secret, I'm not sure he was going to put it there. Those that assisted him to grow, he put it there on his website. Somebody came to an intelligent person came on a very popular platform to say,
if you want to say it, say David Hundein said that. David said David has said it. No. Let's speak it. He even said it on my platform here. He said he is being bankrolled by the Western government. He has said it. That else, how would the Western governments give him access to millions of US dollars in the space of 1.5 years? To do what? To do what?
If it was hidden, will he put it on his website?
You don't understand me. I am telling you. Of course, he has to put it on the website because I didn't give him the money. And then again, the person who said it said, what did he do to achieve that? Now, I'm the only person who will be journalist for Nigeria. I'm just saying. Okay. So, as you're saying, say it plain, because he said he has started this on my platform here. So, not talking like saying about the talk. I'm in there here, talk now. Make you know be like saying the gossip person.
He's just one of the people that have been castigating this guy. I think even if they say he's fake, no fake product can last 35 years. Nobody can eat fake food for 35 years. The person will die. Even your clothing material, no fake material can last you for 35 years. Whoever that is saying Chowere is fake, the person is even the worst product on earth, because either it allows him courage to do what this guy is doing. He faced Abachas of this world, the NBBs of this world. No government, which government Chowere never fight. Now he's fighting his brother. He's fighting his own brother.
So remember the few things that people also use against him. It's when you're saying this, also say the role, also explain the role he too played. The role he played supporting the APC against Jonathan in 2015. The same APC now they do like this now. Now when people talk, remember that his media house was basically more like an anti-Jonathan media organization at that time. Remember?
So it depends on where you stand. So it will look. You know why? You know why it will look like that?
Why?
Nobody has been able to debunk most of the allegations he made against Jonathan. Were they actually there? Yes, of course they were there.
So who will okay? So who debunks the allegation that the U.S. government actually, mechanized or practically set up Nigeria against Jonathan at that time? So now, excuse me. Now going back to the issue of funding, people will now start insinuating and putting one and one together that could it be why he was funded because they were using him against some people in power. These are the things you don't see. It is one thing for you to take one action. It is another for people to decipher whatever they want to decipher by the actions that you take. Just like people have their opinions about me too. You understand? I never collect money yet from anybody. What question have I answered?
I answered that question by saying virtually every government in Nigeria since 1990, no, not even before 1999, right from IPP, Obacha, Obasanjo, almost all of them have they have been financing Showore because none of this government has never fought. They have fought all of them. Barely all of them.
You don't get my point. I think you're just twisting my point, but it's okay. You're just twisting my point. I'm sure you know exactly what I said, but you're just twisting it. No, that's what you're doing, but it's okay. It's okay. You got exactly what I said, but I think you're just deliberately. But it's okay, my dear brother. At the end of the day, what all of us want is the good of this country. As I am, I'm tired of ethnicity. I'm tired of the hate. I just want a better Nigeria. Even though saying I want Mr. No Good from Senegal will give us a better Nigeria. I'm tired. It's tiring. So we should get to that position where we would desire a better Nigeria, irrespective of who would give us that better Nigeria.
Go ahead, please. I thank you for that point. My point I just want to make is that we can continue to blame the politicians, our oppressors, as we like, but then the greatest problem is we the people. We the people are not ready. We are divided along tribal, religious line. We are not focused. We are not united for one thing. And if you don't stand for something, you can fall for anything. That is the greatest problem we have. This is a country where somebody, the musician asked Keyamo for assistance when the mother was ill. As soon as he criticized their government during Buhari, he brought out the screenshot, the conversation between him and the musician. So to show that you beg and you were begging us for money, now you are criticizing us. So how could Showore be criticizing people since since over 30 years? No government have been able to come up and say, okay, look at what we are doing with us. Yesterday he was an agent of Tinubu. Today he's fighting to Tinubu. If Tinubu kills him tomorrow, Nigeria will gather to say he owed not too much.
I beg, they no go kill him. Not talk that kind of thing. I beg.
Don't talk that kind of thing. I beg. I don't belong to God forbid. God forbid. God not to forbid anything where we are allowed to happen. God has given us to take care of certain things. If we allow those things to happen, God does not forbid them. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Comrade Omori. Always a pleasure to hear from you. Thank you. My brother Franco Nero.
I greet you, Mother Precious.
How far?
How do you try?
I greet you too, my brother. Welcome. What's up?
Thank you. Okay. Like some other people talk, the other time when I talk to you, majority your people say I too vibrate, so I like mellow down.
Vibrator, no other. You know, say we can come with vibrate. They don't understand. They don't understand where we from come.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Now our style. Once we make up our mind, we'll not the same waiting come after, we'll not same.
Nobody. This is when they say that they buy person. How much you get to buy the person? How much you get?
Our people say go collect your money, do what they want to do.
What they want to on top the money they collect. See sharp on
Crocodile, they tell you say nothing they happen, no lilies. Okay. Like I said in the last conversation when I get opportunity to talk on your platform,
okay,
the people where they rule us, they not pass 1 million. The people where they rule us, they not pass 1 million. Of the 1 million, less than 100 have a good heart towards the generality of the people. I go quote one American politician. His name is Bernie Sanders. He will go to different rallies. He said the rally titled this recent one, he titled the fight against oligarchy. In the rally, he will say, 99%, he will use the American terminology and the American accent, and he will say 99%, a whole lot more than the 1% that are multi-rich, that want to collect all the money, that want all the tax break for themselves. So, in correlation with what's going on in Nigeria, I'm not even sure that the people holding the country bondage, I will quote he that the Kubo. He say English, we will go school to an extent. We'll find a language and say they are looting our money. He said, no, it's not looting. They are thieves. Thieves. When you take what does not belong to you or take what belongs to other people and use it for your personal benefit, it's called stealing. They call it thief. You
See, this
thief am.
will not be pure thief that kleptomania.
That na Oyibo man language. Thief na thief.
I'm not just one call and finish. They will give a foreign name.
Yeah, now the adequate here at the Kubo now. I guess source when he redefine, he redirect our mind. Not be looting. Now thieves. You play video of waiting the happen for Abuja hospital and the doctors. See what happened for Nepal yesterday. I've been at this morning. The people, not be general people, the young people. Nepal, in Nepal, the languages where they speak, the ethnic group, they are more than 100. In Nigeria, we have 250. Nepal may not reach the population of Nigeria if you Google it. But the people said, we not agree. They go ban, like what is this government they want to do now? They ban here, they talk, say people. That's the only avenue for the people to vent. If you block it, the results, they will not like it. Even though I not really blame the Nigeria, but they can do better because if you put 100 million people, like I do the analogy the other time, you put 100 million people and 1 million people on the other hand, no matter how equipped, how intelligent, how strong the 1 million be, I don't see how 1 million go defeat 100 million just like that. Especially if among the 100 million, they are intelligent people, they are scientists, they are engineers, they are bankers, they are this, they are agberos, they are all of them inside the 100 million. If they wake up, 1 million people cannot, no matter the money where the 1 million get, no matter the resources, no matter the equipment, no matter the weapons where the 1 million get, before you go finish 100 million, my dear, if 10 million swamp 1 million, no problem, not to talk of 100 million. It's like a bee coming. How many weapons you get to take destroy swamp of bee? It go hard. That's what the Nepal people did today. Bangladesh don't do it. Kenya don't do it. Nigerians, they have the capacity to do it. But that divide and rule, the people they use them, those in power they use them.
Ethnicity and
But
religion, 90 days used against us.
we know, but the time will come, waiting will trigger the people. May not be what we're expecting. Okay? That's my point. Waiting will trigger Nigerians to react.
Go home. Come move the go.
You understand?
Come move. Don't
So, Madam Precious,
Sir, thank you.
like somebody said, your outfit today is looking. In fact, you not read what the person, right? Go back, go read
I
that.
know they read done, and when they highlight the message, I just the letter and the pass.
The message was highlighted. That's us. Yeah. In
Thank
fact,
you.
he water you with praises. I say, oh, God have mercy. If Precious see this one, Precious go ahead, go say, yeah, continue. I like it.
Thank you so much, my brother. All the best.
All right, bye bye.
Okay, bye. All right. Okay, Nigeria, that's the size of our package this evening. I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's been able to join this show. Thank you for your your calls, your reactions, your comments, your um messages, all of them appreciating a big time. We will continue to the talk for the growth and development of our country. We're not gonna stop to the talk. I know things say this our talk, need to reach somewhere. if they reach somewhere, we will continue to talk and do the peaceful thing so that there's nothing wrong with people in power even doing the right thing. All we want, after all, is the best for Nigeria. Let them just do the right thing and let them just show us examples so that they do the right thing. And our minds could just come down. Waiting, see, Nigerians are very easy to please. So just show us that example so you're ready to do the right thing for us. Just small thing. Why not small? Go for you, Yakata. And we leave you, make you carry everything they go. Well, I love you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. Protect your mental health. I love you guys. Wahala need to finish. So if you fight small, run away, come back another day to fight. Talk to you tomorrow again in the evening. Good night and God bless you. Goodbye.